I'm Spencer.
I'm Rosie.
And I'm JD.
And this is The Itch. We're doing a video response to Majora T. He's asking, are turn-based RPGs still relevant in America?
T-Money, talk to us, dog.
Make sure you check out his channel. He does a bunch of great videos, and we'll put a link to his channel below as well as the video. Make sure you check it out.
Indeed.
And also do a response if you'd like. If you hate us, whatever, go ahead.
Respond to them. I don't read it.
Yeah.
I won't read it.
Ooh, I will. I read all that punishment.
Yeah, say, accept all their hate.
So before us are a list of, or not a list, actual RPGs that are turn-based.
That we played.
Yeah, and they're all here. So we can ask ourselves, are they still relevant in America? I mean...
Yeah. Yes?
Well, Nintendo thinks so.
Yeah, certainly. These are all the Nintendo ones.
I'm just saying, look at this list. Look at this list. Look at this list. Look at Code VRD. I played 60 hours of this game. It's fucking amazing. It's a great game, and people liked it.
Well, let's go away from subjectiveness. Let's do some facts.
Yeah, let's hit them with some hard pull.
Okay.
Cold
Persona. Persona.
Okay there.
Persona 4. They made a 4, and they made a Golden, and both of them came out here. People, actual fact, bought PSPs just to play Persona.
Who's the actual fact?
Everybody.
All right, so what about... I mean, when JD wants facts, we're talking about sales figures,
Oh,
right?
no, shut up.
We're talking about cold, hard sales figures.
No, we're not talking about cold, hard ones. We're talking about soft maybes.
Well, let me throw you some sales figures.
Should I say where it's from?
Go ahead.
VG facts, folks.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You going on VG facts?
VG charts is what it's called.
Fart, whatever. VG farts. That's what
Some
it
of
is.
those things aren't updated, my dude.
This one says it is.
God, man.
Whatever, it's in there somewhere. Anyway.
Can I throw one at you?
Sure.
Divinity. Can we
See, that's awesome because that's not a Japanese game.
But it's still
It's
turn-based.
still turn-based.
And we had a lot of fun with it. Mm-hmm. I pray for the day that we start playing again.
Yeah.
But it's all dependent on
What about-
our schedules and stuff.
What about Final Fantasy X? The Final Fantasy series.
But that's a different story. They'll usually sell at least.
Here's the deal with that. It's now. We need to look at games that are like because we could
It's been out forever.
We could say PS1, yeah, they were selling like hotcakes, but that's a different time.
Yeah.
My bad. I just thought this was going to be, how much you sell.
So what does all of this stuff say to you, Spence? According to
It tells me
the charts.
that like pornography, you can essentially have a genre for anything.
He thought about this for a while.
I wish I was a little prepared.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So there's a genre for anything, and unfortunately, I would probably argue that turn-based games are a niche genre here.
How much
niche,
did
whatever.
Bravely Default sell? Second. Because they made 2 of them here, and they're...
well,
Let me try to-
a sequel doesn't necessarily mean that it's like this.
It didn't.
Dang it.
It doesn't matter. That's the
It's fine.
yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean like it was such an amazing game or whatever.
No, I'm just saying, but...
Not saying it wasn't.
But typically, you kind of have to be successful with the game in a way in order to get a second. Am I right? How many games have first game was just trash, and then the second is like, we're coming with a second.
Well, I know sequels that were trash that led to the third one.
I guess you could say something like Two Worlds.
Two Worlds. That is a good example.
But
what's it called? What's that game called?
don't
Devil May
know.
Cry 2.
No, but the first one's good.
The first one was good. I'm talking about the second one.
I know that's what I'm saying. But
Second
how many?
was garbage.
I'm saying which first game was trash? It was
Well,
following the second.
it's not necessarily. It doesn't really matter if it's the first game or the second game.
Well, I mean, but publishers are going to put money into a bad game, the second bad game.
Kane and
Call of Duty still though.
Kane and Lynch.
No, the first Kane and Lynch had a really nice twist. I think that's what a lot of people like.
Oh, okay.
There's an aspect where you pretty much shoot your teammate, and the game tricks you into shooting your teammate, and you have no idea. There's the thing. The problem is this: is that I agree with Spencer that it's niche, but the thing is it does satisfy an itch because because there are days I know I already smiled.
Okay.
I have my times where I'm like I need to play something turn-based. I remember I was playing through Star Ocean and I was like, if this game were turn-based, I'd probably be at least slightly more interested in playing it because it's incredibly monotonous to the point of I don't know. It's that game sucks. What's the
So here's some statistics. Bravely Second in North America sold 0.16 million units. In Japan, it sold 0.18 million units.
So, okay.
108,000.
So
Put Bravely Default, please.
Bravely Default. I'll go check that.
Because that was kind of where people were like, yes! It's back!
But people are going to be like that with like Persona, for instance. And is Persona going to sell?
Oh, sorry.
Is Persona going to sell crazy amounts? Probably.
Yes.
But it's going to sell way better in Japan than it's going to sell here, ironically enough.
Yeah.
But it's also because if you look at it, Persona is what? Persona is anime mixed with, a gameplay or whatever.
Social experiment.
Yeah. Well,
In a way, because you kind of... in the fact that you have like a social life you got to deal with in your game.
Right.
So Bravely Default globally sold 1.38 million. In America, it sold 0.5. So not terrible.
Terrible.
Compared to Japan?
Japan, it sold 0.49.
So North America, it sold more.
Yeah, but if we're looking at the ratio, that's awful.
I mean,
You have a small island versus
America's
an entire
a huge population.
yeah,
too.
but
But the thing is it's more
that's like
it's more okay to have anime in Japan than it is to have anime in America. People, I would think, are more likely to condemn you. There's less hardcore fans of, oh my god, let me play that, well, maybe Persona's okay, but let me play that Bravely Default, over something else. What about, can you check, okay.
Here's quick Persona 4 Golden. In America, this is miraculous. Sold 0.46 million. That was the only reason to get a Vita.
that's what I'm saying.
So that's pretty impressive, but even still, that's...
Can you do,
But, okay, A, it's a remake.
Divinity.
A, it's a remake. B, like, this is golden, right? So
On PS4.
On PS4?
No, I'm telling him to look it up.
Oh,
Keep going.
sorry. Oh. So A, it's on Vita. B, it's a remake. It's a remake. And C, it's like on a system that doesn't really have that many people who have it anyways. How many people have a Vita? And yet
Well,
it
in
still
Japan,
sold
a lot.
really well.
All right, so on the PS4,
Still, and it do well. Or not as well.
on the PS4, it sold 0.09. So that's like 90.
What about
Wait, no,
Xbox?
9,000. What's that?
What about Xbox? It's 90,000.
Uh,
0.09.
Is it?
0.09, yeah. It's 90,000.
Oh yeah, you're right. Divinity Original Sin on the Xbox One sold 0.04. On the PC,
Where it was initially.
for whatever reason, doesn't have statistics.
Because you
for
can't
that.
track digital sales.
Yeah, I guess it's at zero. It's at zero, but I know it sold probably better than the other two.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me pull up a game like Overwatch.
But come on, the company itself marketed the heck out of that game.
Out of Blizzard?
That's true. That's
Like
true.
they have the budget. Like
They're kind of doing that with Persona. Overwatch didn't have an anime. Persona's getting one.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really would like to see how Persona 5 sells.
Yeah, we'll have to see them now.
Because at that point, that's the real, and people were hyped as heck to see that game.
But when we say people, a lot of times we're talking about in our own isolated situation. People that
I
maybe
mean, I look
have an
on
affinity for
YouTube.
anime.
I look on
people who
YouTube.
have an affinity for anime, even on YouTube.
That's what I mean, though.
It's still within our thing. We're not like breaking new ground. We're not talking to some random dude that we haven't even met yet, who maybe we don't even know if we have the same interest or not. Like all we know is they like games or something like that. Maybe they're not into anime. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's like a lot of these, if we're looking at them, are anime centric, and some people just aren't into that, and that's okay if you're not.
The ironic part is I'm not into them, but I keep getting roped into these games.
But it's okay if you're not. But at the same time, like if that's gonna be such a big like thing to stop you from playing the game, yeah, it's gonna affect your sales. Chibi will affect my sales for fucking something like this isn't really Chibi, but
Yeah.
you can fuck right off. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
If like game art style does affect like a purchase. So
Well, there are games that are not that are turn-based that aren't that. Like we were saying, Divinity. Mario and Luigi right there.
Mario and Luigi, good
It's
one.
not like that.
It's not, and it probably sold like amazingly because it's a Nintendo property, not necessarily because it's an RPG though. There's other factors going on. With that.
People probably didn't even realize it was an RPG. Some of them.
They're like, oh shit, wait, hold on, I pressed circle at this particular, or freaking jump at this particular time.
Actually, I was wrong with Overwatch.
What? It's a couple million.
Yeah, in America it's only like 0.6.
0.6?
But again, that's from August, so maybe they didn't update all the numbers yet. Maybe it's digital. Maybe it's just units sold, like shipped or something, like you're saying.
Yeah. There's
That's
the
the
other
tough
thing
thing, yeah.
is, well, did you only do PS4?
Yeah, again.
PS4 was point. Okay. Regardless, the point ultimately that Spencer's talking about, which I'm now piggybacking off of, is that they're niche, and RPGs are sort of like, it's more turning into that point where we need to, if they're going to be like really groundbreaking, like profitable, it doesn't necessarily make the game better, but I mean profitable to get this generation into, they're our generation, but to get these people, these like newer gamers into this kind of thing, it has to be more focused on being on having more freedom. It has to for them to get into it, because you can't expect a dude out the street to be like, "Hey, you want to play Pokemon?" He's like, "Yeah, sure," and then he's going to be into just like they attack, now I attack.
Yeah.
They're not going to like that because they're like, "Oh, where's my freedom?" I told you guys the story when I first played Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, why can't I move my character?
I think the one game that does it right is this one.
Bravely Second.
Bravely Second.
You're
And
like,
Layer.
which one is this?
The reason being is that it. So with mobile gamers, they need to be, because that's like the new thing, really. Is they need to be like quickly given, bonuses and given feedback and given attention.
Right.
They need that. What's that word I'm looking for?
Freaking
Freedom?
what?
Affirmations?
No, it's
No.
rewarding essentially.
Yeah, just quick rewards. Positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement.
Quick, positive reinforcement.
That's true.
In a game like this, it lets them grind because people, I think, in the brain like the idea of grinding.
Because it technically
Time
makes you
wasting.
stronger.
Yeah, but they don't like, like Dragon Quest kind of grinding, like old school, like let's just walk around for a long time. This game actually makes grinding the game and lets them like use their brain to like rack up more combos with grinding.
Think of new ways.
And then
to-
they can build their job classes with it. I think this game really is the key to the future of turn-based RPGs.
And you don't think Pokemon is?
I think
one
Pokemon-
of the biggest turn-based games around.
Well,
I don't think it's combat that's selling that game.
no, it's the fact that you have little tiny critters with you.
I see.
So maybe that's helping it. So maybe some kid would get into the first 150 and be like, oh, this is cool because I can get all kinds of
But
different
there's
programs.
there's a lot of people. I can't say that. There are people that do care about like the IV training and EV training and all.
Yeah, but
like,
those are
really-
hardcore gamers.
I see. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just people. I wasn't gonna say a lot. I was gonna say give even a number. Just people who care about that game in a way that many casuals wouldn't. I mean, but they still care about it. Like I said, people are losing their mind over this Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I can't wait.
Yeah, the anime is gonna be great.
I hear Ash goes back to school.
Weird.
Or goes to school. I don't think he ever went to
Yeah, I
school.
don't think it.
It's great.
All right, so consensus then?
So yeah, they're dying.
What?
Yeah.
I think
actually,
they'll-
sort
I
of.
think, I think they'll. I don't think genres die. Maybe a couple of them do, but I think for the most part, it's just gonna be not in the forefront.
Maybe they don't die, but they're on life support.
Right? They're gonna be kept alive by the people that like them.
Right.
Kind of like a shmup.
If you look at like the action adventure or the adventure games of the past, right? Like your Myst or your King's Quest or whatever.
Well, Telltale's
King's
kind of
Quest is coming back. Yeah, but I'm gonna reserve judgment.
Yeah.
On Telltale because it wasn't. They don't knock every one of their things out of the park. And what I mean by that is Walking Dead was great.
Season
So
2.
you hold everything to that same standard,
Yeah.
and then they're like, it's not the same of that impact. So I don't know. I'm reserving judgment.
I see it as the shoot 'em up thing. You know, shoot 'em ups used to be a big deal, and they're still fun.
Oh,
Like-
that's dead.
like people are still into them, and they still come out. But it's
Like
like
when's the next Time Crisis?
no shoot 'em ups, not
you-
shooter. Like shoot 'em ups,
like-
Those aren't even shooters.
guided.
Those are on rails.
like
shooters.
bullet hell type of.
Yeah, guided.
Bullet hells are fine.
Geometry Wars.
Ikaruga.
Twin shooters.
Yeah, like a Geometry Wars or
Twin
things like that. Like they
shooters and stuff
happen.
like that.
They're
R-Type.
They come out here and there now.
Into the Gungeon. Sorry.
but they're
Gungeon.
they're not like they're not your top sellers.
Greatest
They're
D.
not your mainstays. Your mainstays right now are like first-person shooters, action,
Raystorm. Sorry.
open world kinds of games.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be kind of your main squeeze right now. So yeah, I think their place is pretty much over.
What I'm actually
Really?
interested in seeing is how Final Fantasy 15, because they're saying they're gonna have a turn-based option. I want to see what that does, and I want to see if people can play it like that. Then there's hope, and then the people should take that route of being like have it Witcher quality good, but make it turn-based,
That'd be
but
tight.
still have the same like what's it called? Have the same like world, have the same actions. Like, oh man, am I gonna kill this guy or kill this wolf, or that kind of stuff. But make it turn-based, because yeah, I could get behind that. Like in my head, what I've always wanted for a game is I've always, dabbled on both sides. Should I make it turn-based or should I have it just action? Because turn-based means I have more control over what I'm doing. I feel.
Yeah, you can take the strategy and kind of notch it up.
There's nothing worse than watching your partner die and just being like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Yeah. There was a really good Naruto game that never came to America when I was really into like Naruto, and it was a tactics RPG. And you could plan everything out, and it felt more like the actual anime than any of the games.
Than any of the Shippudens?
Well, I mean, this was back when they were like, this was like the first like 50 episodes when this
Gotcha.
game came out.
Can
I
I
was
just
just
say
like,
ship you dens again?
Shippudens?
it's not ship you, it's Shippuden.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Ship you dens.
I'm gonna ship you then. I'm not gonna ship them. I'm gonna ship you then.
All right, what do you think, Rosie?
I think they're fine. Like, one of the biggest games that's coming out is Persona 5. I want to see.
Do you
That's
think
the
big
game.
here?
I guess. I want to
I think
see
Final
that.
Fantasy's still bigger here.
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy is still
We'll
bigger.
see.
I mean, I agree that I think Persona is going to be way better.
Yeah, I
But
said.
I think we're in the
I
minority
think
on
I'll
that.
reserve judgment.
Yeah, I think Persona. I think turn-based games are in a good spot still. Like they're selling well enough. They're successful to keep coming out. They keep coming out here. JRPGs.
Yeah,
except
but
for-
after petitions and things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not the first
I know,
choice.
I know, but when they come out here, people are buying them to a point in which
People we know are buying.
we're looking at sales right
Yeah,
now.
and
which
they're all
some-
like less than freaking 500,000 half the
but
time.
they still.
400,000.
But even in the marketed to Japan, America's still outbuying them in some of them.
No,
In some of the categories, they outbought them.
I would say this. I don't think your genre is doing fine
I think it's
if you're progressively not even hitting a certain like cap. Right? And it's a genre, that's not one game company. Because if I make a game, that's completely independent of this guy making his game. Well, this is probably Square too. But is it?
What?
Tokyo Mirage? It's not, right?
No.
So if I'm making
Atlas.
a game with these guys, or as these guys, I'm not thinking about them making their game. So we're just, I guess, flourishing just on accident because we're both making a turn-based RPG. I would say your genre's in a bad situation if it's not like crazy selling. It's selling fine in Japan, but people don't just want it selling fine in one area. People want it being like profitable in all areas that they. That's the idea, right? It's like in every region you release it at, it's profitable. And if it's not, you end up running into situations like what we hear about all the time, where there's petitions to get some Mother 3, right? Still trying to get sent over here.
Yeah,
But they're
that's
like,
true.
oh, we're not going to make money. Probably is what it comes down to. It's not, oh, the fans don't want it. It's we're not going to make. There's not enough fans that want it.
Yeah.
You know, is the thing.
I think I need to know how much it costs to localize a game because
Dragon Quest VII, that was the biggest problem.
that's what I hear. That's what I'm hearing. It's that it costs a lot of money.
But that's just it. It costs money, and it's not worth the reward because you might not get it all back.
Dark Souls had a hard time with localization too, because a lot of the translations and the sayings that they had to do, or that they had, the idioms and things like that, had to be precise to portray the same kind of feeling. And there's still problems. Even if you look at Bloodborne, you'll be like, well, in Bloodborne, for instance, remember that dude in the cathedral is like, oh, take all these people here. In the Japanese version of Bloodborne, it's a female. It's confirmed as a female. When we get here, we don't know what it is. So that, those localization things are still there. I think it still costs crazy amounts of money to get really good translators to do translations and stuff.
All right. What do you guys think? Do you have a? What do you guys think?
Do you have a preference for turn-based or whatever? What do you think turn-based is going? What do you think action RPGs are going? And which one are you more excited for, Persona or Final Fantasy?
Ooh.
Let us know in the comments below. And this has been The Itch. I'm JD.
I'm Rosie.
I'm Spencer.
Thanks for watching.